Is it all right if we record the conversation?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to start by please telling us your name, your age, and where you come from?
Yes, I'm Jafta Galant. I'm born in the Koue Bokkeveld, 1963. So I'm going to 62 this year, and I'm retired now. I worked for 40 years at the Fundamentals at Brown in the Koue Bokkeveld fruit and veg farm, about 250 hectares apples and pears, and 150 hectares veg every year, rotating every year 150 hectares.
And is your family from the area? Are your mother and father
Yeah,
from this
my
area?
father and mother was also from the Bokkeveld, and my grandfather on the farm that I'm working on, where I was born, he was working for about 40 years before. He retired and my mother and father died on the farm Voplas, where they are staying and working.
Could you tell me how you came to know about the uprising that happened in 1825?
Yeah, we know a little, but not much was told to us in the past. Just what I know, the church where the place where the people was hanging, there was a church for us, and every Sunday we as child was forbidden to go that way. And that's all I know. And we didn't ask questions about it. And as I know, it is maybe about peace, not to tell that kind of stories to children,
Okay.
and that could be influence us and hurt us or some way.
Why do you think? What do you think? Why would it not be peaceful? What would interrupt the peace about telling
Yeah,
that story?
I think way back, adult people, when they talk about that kind of things, they prepare children to go out and play, and they as adults talk about it, not for our ears. So I think so. And we are grow up as Christians, and we have school, and at the home we are driven like Christian people to have peace with other people and come along with each other. That is how I grew up.
So, was there a point at which you were allowed to hear these conversations?
Yeah, my grandfather was told us in some way, but when he come to that story about the people, he didn't talk much about it.
Okay.
So I think it was family, and it was not. Uh, it was a strategic, and they don't want to share that kind of things. And you can see he is emotional when he talk about it. So that is all. And then he don't talk about much about it.
What kind of emotions do you think he felt about it?
So silent. So he don't talk about it.
And for you, what kind of emotions does it bring up when you
I think
think about it
that
now?
is traumatic. Either way, the people was under pressure, the way they have to be treated, and the other way was arrogancy or colonial, uh, what do you call it, that was
You can say in Afrikaans if you...
Dit was afgedwing op hulle. En hulle moes dit toepas. And if you do that kind of thing to people, you must prepare for conflict. And either way, the farmer, he don't want that kind of things that are changing in the way of the slaves. And the slaves want to change for human sake, I think. And what his Galant was doing, he was not doing for himself. He was prepared to die for righteousness and for human beings to be free and fair treated.
Does that make you proud?
Yeah. And on the other side, the people that die, the colonial side, we are by our hearts with them. But we can't change anything what happened there. Today, we are lucky. We're sitting in other way, and we don't want that to be happen again. And this area is transformed very well in a way that we come together. We are some way, some of the workers are owners of farms. They are shareholders on farms. That is the way that we go forward. And in my way, if I start working, I start as a general worker. And that was the same way my father and my grandfather was started. And I grow up and work in an area, in an atmosphere that was willing to change. In the other way, to give our colored people chances to grow in our work. I start from general worker and I end up as a farm manager. So that is the growth that I was due to me. I have a chance, I take it by full hands, and how could I do it if I'm not grow up on a farm? And my father, my grandfather was working on the farm. My grandfather told me he was 6 or 7 years, he going to work, and he was not school. Wat noem hulle 'n touleier? That time he was a touleier when they plow the land by oxes. He was the man in front.
Oh, who towed the ox?
Yeah, to tow the ox. And that the way that he grew up with animals, and he was a shepherd, and he was a chicken on the farm, and turkeys on the farm. Was watching over that, and a garden boy some way. But my father, in the other way, he was schooled and he go to standard 4, standard 5. And every year when it was holiday, I was 12 years. There I learned working on a farm, on Boplaas. Every afternoon, the farmer come fetch us. We just change our clothes at home, and when he fetch us, everybody get a slice of bread, water or cool drink. We go to the orchards to pick up fruits or to gather food for the pigs. And the irrigation, the pipes that putting together to irrigate the trees. We do that kind of things. And that was the time we learned what is it about working. We get 5 cents a day for that working. And 5 cents you can buy a packet of peanuts, you can buy beef. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. That time there was no samba chips and that stuff. It was Wilson toffees and stock sweets.
And how you're talking about transformation. How do you think the actions of Galant helped that transformation, or do you think it helped?
Yeah. In a way that if you're a farmer, you work with people. You're a farmer, why? You love it and you enjoy it, and for the sake of nature, I think. And the worker is the same way. He likes living things, trees, animals, or the soil, the water. Even if you haven't got money, our grandfathers have goats and sheep that time. And they haven't got money, but they've got that stuff. And the way that we learn how the farm work and how to survive through that. And I think there's more that the farmer must see in people, not for its hands only, but as a human. He as a man or a woman, the needs that people have is the same. And in that way, the farmer gives you work, and the worker must know, I get my needs fulfilled if I got this job. But inside me, I've also got inspirations. I want to do that for my children, or I want to my own home, so get my own home. And the work must inspire you. And you do it because you love it, and you do what you love. And in a way, the farmer must see potential in people. All of us have got talent inside us. And that farmer who gave me that chance, he said to me, I see in you very good talent. I'm asking, I don't think that way. We were young. I was 21 years that time when he talked to me and asked me, what is your inspirations for the future? And to answer to him and say, I want to grow. I want to learn more. And on that time, there was the gemeenskapontwikkeling, landelike stigting, was een beheer, hy het baie hervormingswerk gedoen, opheffingswerk, op plaaswerkers. En dis waar die geleentheid ontstaan het. En hy het gesê, sien potensiaal. I see potential, and he come back to me and give me other way to think and I become a leader. I become what I want to be.
Sorry, was this on book?
Brona.
That was on Brona.
Brona.
En welke?
Van
Van
hem.
Merwe?
Van der Merwe.
Welke? Which one? Meneer...
Hoopvlies van der Merwe. Okay, he's dying last year, December, yeah. Very, very fortunate. Sorry.
No? Could you tell me what your involvement has been in commemorating the uprising?
I become in the committee by Sid Davids and Laura, September last year, contact us and they asked the Galants come together and talk to Laura, and that's where things started. In a short time, we must learn a lot and read a lot to get us our minds on that thing. But in short time, I think we do a lot of things to get people hear from it, acknowledge it, and think about it. We didn't know all the comments yet, but we will see what will happen. I think in a short time we do a lot to come together tomorrow to do something.
And
Sorry, can I get some water?
can bring it with.
So yeah,
And why was it that you wanted to be part of this?
I want to sê hulle jy wil nie weer wraak neem nie. I want peace. Ons wil vrede hê. Ons wil eensgesindheid hê. Ons wil die toekoms saamvat. Maar ons moet mekaar se hande vat. En op praat. Môre is 'n bewys van aksie. Doen iets, as jy iets sê of iets oor praat, doen dan iets, 'n bewys wat jy kan sê, maar daar staan iets waarna toe ons kan opkyk. And we belong to a new future.
And yeah, awesome. I think that was very well said.
Yeah.
What do you think this story means to the people of the Bokkeveld?
To the Koue Bokkeveld, this is meaning that we survived colonial and we see a future in the Koue Bokkeveld. We experience it from the white people. We is together and we stay together. For what reason? We love agriculture. And we do that for our life and the life of our children. We must build the future, and we can't build it when we have conflict.
What can we learn from this story?
The main thing that we must learn from this story is listen to each other. We are humans and we are the same. We have the same heart, the same minds. We think different, but we want the same life, a happy life for ourselves and for the people that is come after us.
And my final question is, what would you like people beyond the Koue Bokkeveld to take from this story?
Sure. De Koue Bokkeveld kan ek Afrikaans praat. Ons moet begryp wat gebeur het. Dit was traumaties. Maar traumaties genoeg dat ons 'n les daaruit kon leer. Dit is nie hoe mens lewe of saamwerk nie. Ons het 2000 jaar terug glo ons die Bybel. Maar 200 jaar terug weet daai ouens nie, het hulle nie dit geweet nie. Dat ons kan in vrede met mekaar saamlewe. Want as jy dit doen, jy moet jou Here jou God lief hê, nommer 1. Jou naaste lief hê soos jouself. Met jou hele verstand, siel en liggaam. So, een manier is liefde vir mekaar betoon. Respek vir mekaar betoon. En die belangrikste is luister. En as ons luister, dan sit dit 'n mens aan die dink. En jy kom by antwoorde uit by probleme wat nog nie eens bestaan.
That makes me think. Yesterday, when we talked to Mr. Bali, he said to us, I don't want your farm. I just want you to listen to me. I don't want to take anything. I just want you to listen to the story and hear about it.
Yep.
And that's also what you're saying, is that this is a story about, that the commemoration and the work that the steering committee is doing is about listening to what happened and paying attention to the past. As we keep talking about your guiding principle to remember, to heal, to grow.
Yes. Yeah.
It sounds like what everyone wants is to make this story a story that helps the community come closer together and continue to grow.
Yep, I think so. It is a better way. Listen and learn.
Does anyone else have any questions?
Go.
I have a ton of questions.
Ask them.
About your family.
Oh,
So your parents grew up on Boerplaas.
okay. No. My father's growing up on the farm that I was working last on, Bronner. The way back it was calling Okra. That belongs to the Van der Merwes, this side. And my father was young. He go to school from there, to Boerplaas. And he grew up there and he started working there. And my grandfather was young always, also young, but I didn't know when he started working there. So, and my mother come from Citrusdal side, then for school. That is when people going around, traveling from farm to farm to let children can learn, to go to school. And my father and mother married on Boerplaas, and they work on Kleinfontein, where I was born. And I can't know, in 71 we go from Kleinfontein to Boerplaas. That was the time when I go to school, 60s, 69, 70. So they were working there. I go to school to standard 5 and Ceres Fredgau to standard 8. You know, that time was also the time, 76 to 80, 82. That riots going on in schools. We didn't go to school. Every year we start boycotting and strikes. We didn't go to class. We going to the streets, running away from the police. I've got some marks on me over the wires. And we must run for our lives. And that was the time my father said, 82. No, my boy. There's 2 sisters that also must go to high school. You must come and help and work. So 82, I start working at Agrimark. And they have a shop for the local people. I start working there in 84. I start at Brona.
So the Agrimark, is that the one here in Opieberg?
Yeah.
Okay.
First that was a combination of for the agriculture, the farmer, and the other side was for the farm workers, a shop, small shop,
So 2 shops segregated.
separate.
And so then you went to Bronar to work on the farm
Yeah.
after 2 years at
Yes.
Agrimark. And you
Yeah,
were
my
there.
mother and father working for the Boplas van der Merwes. That was Boerneef. That was the farm of Rasvley way back. That time was slavery.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And do you know any more stories about your grandfather?
No, I didn't know much. Yeah.
Do you know anything about your grandmother?
No, she was died before I was born.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your mother, I want to go back. So she was living with her family in Citrusdal and
Yeah.
came all the way to Booplas for school.
No, the family
Yeah.
traveled.
Oh, the family traveled.
They travel after farmers.
Okay.
If this farmer bought the farm, they coming along. That is the way the people travel.
Okay.
Yeah. Or the farmer liked that family, and he get him with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So her family moved at some point from
Yes.
Citrusdal
Yeah.
to Booplas.
Yes.
Yeah. And you have brothers and sisters?
I have 3 sisters, and 2 of them are died, and
Sorry.
I've got 1 left, and me too. And my wife died 2022 before I
sorry.
retired. So now I'm alone, and I'm busy with this, and that is keeping me going and plowing back to young people about agriculture. We must make agriculture sexy.
Yes. And do you have children?
No,
No.
don't have children.
So you're taking in the whole community.
Yes. Yeah, and it's nice to work with the community. We've begin a forum for the community. A lot of people here. We wasn't before. And you see there's needs. We want the people to be happy, and the environment, to get an environment where people feel they belong here, and they hulle gee om vir die plek. Ja,
Dit is baie mooi.
ja. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks. Ja, baie dankie.
Jaffie, baie dankie.
Ek is bly kon help. Maar ons moet nog 'n boek skryf, ons nog 'n ander boek, 'n landboek.